Hello everybody! Today for Sunday Fun Day, we're going to see how I draw a Bumblebee Man. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay. Alright, I already got a sketch and an idea and where I want to go with this, so this one's going to be kind of crazy. But I thought of like a timid little man who's a bumblebee. I mean, obviously, yeah, it's a play on words, Simpsons, Bumblebee Man, that kind of thing, but I'm not really drawing Bumblebee Man from The Simpsons. I'm drawing a Bumblebee Man. Yeah. So you get what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to give him little short shorts, and it's going to have some little hairy legs, and then they're just going to be standing there waiting for some honey or pollen. Right? That's what they want. Hi. Hi. Do you have some pollen? That's his voice. Might I bother you for some pollen? Excuse me. Pollen, please. Pardon me. But, might I have some pollen? Oh, please. Oh, some pollen. Okay, let me draw his hands. And I'm going to have his hands kind of crossed over like this. He's kind of in a humble little pose. And also, it's going to be something new for us to do. We haven't drawn hands like this. So we can practice a little bit of trying something different, you know? And that's always a good thing. Okay, but please, can I have some pollen? Do you have any pollen? I'm just going to keep doing that voice while I'm drawing because I've got nothing else to do but talk to you while I draw. Okay. This looks pretty good for the hand. So I think I can move on to the next one. And I've talked to you about this before, that it's always good to draw what's on top first because this is a perfect example right here, is you can't see the rest of his fingers because of the way he's kind of holding them like this. So all you're gonna see is like little digits like that from where he's holding his hands out, waiting for some pollen. Excuse me. Might I? Okay, I'll stop because I don't want to drive everybody crazy. But yeah, so he's going to be wearing like a big furry fuzzy jacket type thing, but that's also going to be like, you know, the bumblebee coat, or it's going to be kind of colored like a bumblebee. Does that make sense? I mean, I kind of don't want it to make sense, you know. I want it to be kind of crazy and out there. You know, we gotta try different stuff. Ooh, I just did a cool little line like that, so it's almost like a little jacket type thing. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out. This is gonna be awesome. Okay, so let me come up with a little head for him real fast as I start to work on his shorts. Ooh yeah, and some big old burly socks. Oh yeah, I like this. He's got like almost like pom-poms on the edges of his socks. Again, really furry, really fuzzy. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, let's see. And so I'm gonna give him kind of a bumblebee head, right? The real trick is going to be how to do this with Sharpies, because, you know, it's Sharpie. We can't do everything with Sharpie. I mean, we can, but I'm not going to draw all the hairs, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so the last thing is we got to give him some bumblebee wings. Okay, and then I'll just draw some little wing lines as we're going. These don't need to be sketched out, I guess. Something like that. So I think that's good. I think the hands are going to be the big definer here. Then his little collar coat thing, which is going to go around. Okay, cool. I'm excited. Let's do this. Let me sketch it out. Let me erase some of these sketch lines, and then we'll get started with the Sharpie. This worked out as a pretty good sketch. There's not too much I got to erase. I got to be careful, and then we can welcome everybody that skipped. But these sketch lines actually came out as to be confidence lines. And usually what I tell you is erase your sketch lines and keep your confidence. But I was confident with these sketch lines. So there's not too much I have to erase. Pretty cool, huh? Alright. And if you're working with pencil, you just start drawing darker. You don't have to worry about erasing. You just get going. Awesome, let's go. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's a little finer than the fine point. You can find things that the fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased a majority of it, but left myself enough that I can see where I want to go and start on this Sharpie adventure with the Sharpie pen. Maybe. No, let's Sharpie fine point, because I'm going to go with the head and build out of there. Usually I use this for the eyes and stuff like that, but this is a bumblebee. You know, this is a bee man, so you know there's not too much that we really got to do as far as facial features. So let's just go straight in to give him some bumblebee eyes. I'm gonna do something like this and do the other one the same way, just to make sure I got him kind of the same style. Bring him in like this, and what I'll probably do is come back and do like some fur and fuzz, because the thing is they're super furry, but we're not going to do all the fur lines and stuff like that. We're just going to do like highlights. I'm looking at more pictures of bees just to make sure I've got this right. Okay, there we go. So, and he got his little hands over his clasped over like this. He's very dainty, very subtle. So let's build off of this. So I'm going to just start drawing some fuzz and some fur. I'm going to give him like little mouth pincers. And again, I'm going to come back just a little bit, because again, we can't draw all the lines with the Sharpie. I mean, you can. If you want to sit here and draw all the hairs and all this stuff, you go for it. You do what you want to do. But I'm not going to keep you here for an hour while I draw every little line just to, you know, make it look like that. Alright, so for his antennae, I'm going to do something like this. Right? Isn't that plural for antenna? Do another one out like this. I'm trying to leave them nice and thin on the inside with a little bit of space. If you don't, no big deal. I mean, it happens. Do little segments. Again, just to highlight. And I'm doing it with a small Sharpie just to complement it and to give it a certain look of thick versus thin with a nice a highlight. Exactly that. I don't know why I'm trying to come up with a better word. Highlight's a fantastic word. Alright, so let's give him some hair. Gonna part his hair over on the side like that, kind of flopping that way. We'll go ahead and draw some hair licks, something like that. Okay, and so the way I have him, he's kind of hunched over, and he's got this, for lack of a better word, a big bee coat on. because there's no such thing, right? But we're making it a thing now. So I'm trying to give him like some kind of layered look with the design of the coat all coming down. But I want to draw his hands first because I got those in front. So I guess before I do that, I should go ahead and draw the hands. So here's where they are. Going to be right in front of him. Here's the back of his hand coming down to his first finger. And basically we're drawing them like this. So we're going to draw them at an angle. So there's his knuckles, like this. I'm going to go ahead and draw the fronts of the fingers so you see where we are. And then we'll connect them. Again, just so you can see. I should probably do this with a small Sharpie. You can see the hand all connected over, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, about like that. And then the thumb's going to be up like this. And there's the back of his hand, little stress lines like that. Okay, and so because it's over this hand, all you see of the other hand are the side of it. So he's kind of holding it like this. Okay, so that means here's the back of this other hand. We're going to say that's where the cuff of his sleeve is. So there's the palm of his hand, and all you can see are a little bit of fingers, like that. And that's it. See? He's just holding that hand up. And there you go. So, now that we have that, I'm going to draw some little poofy bee sleeves. So see, I'm just going to kind of do something like that, just to show that it's a big old poofy sleeve. Something like that. See? Does that make sense? And I'm going to do the elbow. So because the bee has, you know, like the color, the blue, the yellow and the black, that's kind of what I'm going for. Like this is where it's going to be striped for the bee look. So now that I have those in front, I can draw like the crazy jacket style of what I was thinking of. And I made a voice for him too. Hi, can I borrow some pollen? You guys have any pollen? I'll give it right back. I'm not gonna give it back. Okay, so same thing. I'm just gonna poof his jacket with some fuzzy lines. And so I also thought of this. It's like, okay, so we're gonna do this for the jacket, make it fuzzy, little hairs and stuff like that. And I'm gonna do like an edge, like a what's that little rim at the bottom of your coat? Like that. So see, it's a coat, you know? It's his fuzzy coat. You know how it's got that little ribbed edge at the bottom, you know, to keep your coat nice and tight up against you? That's what I was thinking of. Something like that. Cool? Awesome. And there you go. I want to do more hairs. That's why I'm starting to do that, but I need to walk away. I need to stop before I go. But it's just so much fun. It's just so much fun to draw stuff like this. And that's why it's called Sunday Funday. Because we get to do whatever we want. There's no rules. It's all about what we want to draw. Alright, cool. Alright, so for his I gotta remember to let me close some of this stuff off too. I got them just kind of floating out there. I like to close off lines. I don't like them open. But I gotta remember he's got what do you call it? He's got wings too. We gotta do those in a second. Alright, so he's got on shorts, little shorty shorts. We're just going to draw them down like this. Hi, can I borrow some pollen? Alright, let me give him a zipper. That. Alright. Okay, so I've got him wearing fuzzy socks, so I'm going to draw his legs down to the sock. Like that. Same thing over here. And here's where his socks are going to be. And same thing, just like his jacket. It's just going to be this weird, poofy little, who knows. I mean, he's Bumblebee Man. You know, he buys his stuff at the Bumblebee store, and only they know his fashion and how to build the stuff. So they're the ones who get it. It's called fashion, Mom. Look it up. All right. I'm gonna put a little bit of points on some of this stuff, because as much as these are Sharpie fine points, it's not a fine point. You know, it's made for bigger things than this. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's give him some knees, like this, just to accent that that's his skin. All right, so I'm just going to draw some socks coming down to his shoes. Same thing over here. Gonna give him a little tongue for his shoe, something that's kind of big. Why not, right? And then draw the side of his shoe like this. This one's a little more at you, so we're going to say that straight at you like that. Let me add some little detail to his shoe. And here we'll do this also. We'll go ahead and add some laces. We'll do this with the big Sharpie. They're black laces, so you can't really see them as much. Let me add some detail to the socks, and then we'll add some wings and we'll be done here. Alright, let's add some wings. And what I'm going to do here for the wings, I'm going to go ahead and do the edge and then come back and do the centers with the smaller Sharpie to kind of accent that it's a wing. It's a nice subtle, what do you call it? Transparent wing. Okay, so I'm just going to do, I'm going to make this up. You know what I'm going to do too? I'm going to switch to one more Sharpie. It's a big one. It's not, it's in between those two is really what it is. It's not quite that thin, but it's not quite that thick. So I just want to do it like this, just to guide us. And it's a little thicker, basically. And I'm just making this up. I'm just saying, okay, there's segments, and then it kind of goes like this. So, you know, there is no right or wrong for what I'm doing. Segmented wing. There you go. That's what I'm trying to do. And I gotta remember to go backwards too, because a lot of times I go down like that, and I gotta remember, oh, you don't go up, and you're thinking different. You're thinking differently than you did that way, and it'll kind of break it up. It'll make it a little different, a little stylized, you know? Repeating yourself. You're not repeating yourself. Okay, that was a joke. I know I was repeating myself. You know, sometimes you just gotta make yourself laugh, you know? And a lot of times too, I don't know who's watching this, I don't know who's listening. All I gotta do is make jokes for myself. As long as you don't repeat yourself. Okay, I'll stop. Can I borrow some pollen? Okay. Alright, definitely a different style than that one, right? Okay, but I like it. I like it. You know what, let me also do, just to give it like a little something different, you know, just a little edge. Because it's got to look like a wing, you know, a little different than just Sharpie lines everywhere, you know? And I think that's good. Let's do that over here too. Alright, there we go. So there, I say we take care of the rest with color. So for Sunday Fun Day, that is Bumblebee Man. Can I get some pollen? So here's my colored version. You can color it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used, or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.